You're wondering why you don't get any responses when sending out your resume to remote companies. Well, what if I told you that it's not your resume that's the problem? I'm Jordan Carroll, the remote job coach, and in this video, I'm going to ask you 3 questions that you need to answer for yourself before you blame your resume as the issue in your job search, because there's a chance your resume isn't the only problem that you have. Is my resume too long? Is my resume ATS? Is my resume what resume template should I use? What resume template should I use? Is my resume too long? Why is my resume what's wrong? Many job seekers I talk to are using their resume as an excuse for why they're not getting interviews. And it's convenient because for a lot of people, tweaking their resume makes them feel productive because the resume is something that's tangible. You could literally spend more time thinking about ways to change the words on your resume than if you were waiting for your next turn on Words with Friends. Brendan, it's been 2 years, man. It's your turn. What I'm not saying is that your resume is not important at all. The resume is a classic part of the job search process whose importance has changed over time as the digital age has progressed and as we've become more connected as humans. It's kind of like a television. You still need a screen to watch Netflix and you need a resume to get a job, but just realize that there are other ways to advance your job search other than fixing your resume, just as there's more to watch on television than cable. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself before you start blaming your lack of success on your resume. Number 1, am I focused on the right target? Have you ever gone to the doctor to get a physical and you realize you accidentally went to the dentist?
Anders, do you mind if I take a look? I'm actually a doctor. Yeah, you said that several times last night, but really you're just a dentist.
Probably not. I meet many remote job seekers that say, I'll do any remote job that's available. Just like it wouldn't make sense to go to anyone with a DR in front of their name, it doesn't make sense to apply to any job just because it's remote. By committing to a particular type of role to pursue that actually fits your background, you increase your chances of success. Companies don't want a jack of all trades or someone who's only half good at anything. They're hiring for a distinct role, so make sure that you're focused on specific job roles and titles and not just any remote job that you think you can do. And that leads me into my second question to ask yourself, which is, do I have the skills and experiences for this type of role? The great Napoleon Dynamite once said,
"Girls only want boyfriends who have great skills."
And he's right, and companies are the same way. If you don't have the skills or experience that substantiates your qualifications for a job role, then it's a gap in your skills that's the problem, not the way you word it on a resume. And yes, there are ways that you can make some of the skills from your past jobs transferable, but a better course of action may be to invest in education or skills training that make you a more qualified candidate, whether that's courses or certifications, mentorships, or even get creative. If there's a company that's interested in you and you want to work for them, or there's a role you're interested in, but you don't have those particular qualifications, think about pitching an internship. During COVID, there's so many companies, especially small startups, who could use an extra hand, and maybe they'll let you have an opportunity to learn on the job. Then, by proving yourself to them, they may even offer a position or a referral down the line. This leads me to my last question to ask yourself. Number 3, am I leveraging my network? When you send your resume blind without knowing anyone in a company, you're not only dropping it into a sea of resumes, but you're battling an uphill battle against the applicant tracking system, which is there to keep you in the black hole of rejected resumes.
Finds Rose. Rose trying to get open, fires away. Bang! It's over!
Robots don't hire people. People hire people. So instead of constantly trying to outsmart the ATS with your resume, why not just build a real relationship with a real human? But understand, there's a lot of empathy and nuance required to provide value to your network and to these people before you ask for a favor. Let me know in the comments below. How did you answer these 3 questions? Are they questions that you've asked yourself before? And if you need help in your remote job search, check out the free remote job toolkit, which will be linked below. It includes all the different resources you need to get started on your successful remote journey today. And until next time, keep wondering you're not lost.